Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusho here, and now, before we do start, let us give a brief little review. In the last part, a number of things have happened. Now, we had Deku and the Bat family. The Joker, he had everybody in the Batcave. He had a plan, and Deku, he was going to reveal Jack Oswald White's real name, the Joker. The Joker, he presented everybody with their faces on platters, and he tried to make sure everyone was afraid of him. But Deku, he showed that even while he was shaking, even while he still felt like that little boy trapped in Arkham, he was not afraid. The Joker ran the moment Deku brought up his real name. And the Joker, he left the Batcave by jumping headfirst into the water. That should have killed him. He swam 5 miles underwater with no equipment, out of the Batcave. No sign of him. And Deku? He was told by Bruce, getting out of Gotham might be the best option for him right now. Him and Barbara were both shaken up by the event. So was, well, everyone. And Bruce doesn't want to admit it, but even he was surprised by the Joker's latest scheme. This was some sort of intensity he's never seen from the clown. And right now, Bruce, he doesn't want to admit it, but the Joker is getting more deranged, and more actions might be needed to take him down. Deku, though, he wanted Bruce to finally at least admit it. Admit that the Joker, his death would better Gotham. Admit there was just one death bettering the world. But Bruce didn't say a thing. Bruce didn't want to admit it, because he feels like that would be admitting that Deku, he has the right philosophy. And that would go against exactly what he's made Batman, what he's spent his life doing. Now, with that being said, Deku, he went to Barbara's apartment. He wanted to talk to her. But Barbara, she had the place armed and ready. And Deku, he currently does go to swing onto her balcony. And the moment he does go to arrive, there actually is with the security system, it does start to alert Barbara. Her actually going to get out of her bed and pull the pistol from her nightstand. Her going to walk out and go to see Deku. As right now Deku, he does stand on the balcony without his helmet on. And Barbara, the moment she's going to see him, she's going to walk over, enter a code, and going to open the door. Her going to bring out the gun, asking him, is he Clayface or is he her Izuku? It's me, Barbara. What did the Joker say to you? It really is you. Her actually still going to step forwards, and right now pull Deku into a hug. And Deku, he can tell. Barbara is shaking. She's afraid. Deku, while Barbara currently is crying into his chest, Deku does reach his hand down. I'm going to grab the gun and tell Barbara, they should go back inside. It's not safe out here. And Barbara is going to nod. Right now the two walking back inside as Deku is going to close the door. Barbara going to walk back into the kitchen. As Deku, whenever he closed the door, he tried to enter the security code. However, the code... Huh? I changed it. 557892873 dash 7 and then pound. Jesus, Barbara. New code's a bit long, isn't it? I know. Joker knew it. What? He knew how to get into my safe house, Izuku. He knew my security codes, my address, my name. Izuku, the Joker knew how to get into my apartment, even from the outside. He told me. He had a spare key. I've been doing a lot, and I've replaced the locks. I'm afraid, Izuku. I don't know. I don't understand how he knew all of that. He knew. He knows everything about all of us. He's a fucking demon. No, he isn't. How can you be so sure of that? He has a name. He's just a man. Izuku, I don't know. He's not a man. How did he get into the cave? He's a monster. He's not human. Of course he isn't. He's the Joker. No, Izuku, I don't think he's actually human. He's he's some sort of creature, being. I don't know. I don't. I'm scared of him. I didn't think I was, but we need to kill him. Barbara, as much as I love that sentence, we can't. Why not? He thought. He made. I'm choking on my own words. Okay, take a breath. I thought we were safe. We're not. We are not safe. I thought I got over it. I thought I could deal with it, handle it, not feel my fucking body tremble this way, but he's a monster. Izuku, please, we need to kill him. The Red Hood can't kill him. Why? Because Izuku Midoriya might. What? The Joker's a man. But more importantly, he's a monster. I can definitely look into a few things. I know somewhere safe we can go. But, you might not like it. How safe is it? The safest place in the world? It, it's a secret base out in the mountains with assassins and high-tech powerful guns. You want to go to the League of Assassins? Joker doesn't know about them. He doesn't know a thing. We'd be safe. You're serious? Yeah. Yeah, there's just one real problem. Real problem? My exes. Exes? Well, that's not entirely true. It's a lot to explain. Um, I can explain on the way, but I'll be back with a I'll be back with a case in a car. Don't open the door until I get back here. Okay? Okay. They're gonna turn, walking back towards the door, and they're actually gonna turn and press a button. The door gonna pop open as Deku is gonna open it and then close back. Him then going to turn and leave. And right now Barbara, she starts to pack a suitcase. The League of Assassins. I mean, not her first choice. She would have picked Hawaii. But, I mean, being surrounded by lethal killers who could murder the Joker without a second thought is actually kind of reassuring. So there's that, but his exes. Izuku never brought up any exes before. And right now, Deku, he went back to Wayne Manor. And Bruce, whenever he saw Deku enter the Batcave, Deku, he made things quite apparent. He's getting a suitcase and he's getting a car. He hopes Bruce doesn't miss the red one. So, he'll be leaving then. And Deku, he packed up a suitcase. Alfred didn't stop him. And neither did Dick or Tim. Dick was still trying to think about what to do. And Tim was too busy hiding in his room. But there was also Harper and Duke. These two, they were both somewhat surprised by what happened with the Joker. Harper? She was ready to jump back into action. But Deku can tell that she's afraid. She's putting on bravado to try and hide fear. And while Duke might be more open to expressing it, Harper's a bit more hard-headed. She's willing to run into a wall hard enough before she learns a lesson. And that lesson is a pounding migraine along with a ruined shirt. And a fresh scar. So there's that. Now, Deku, he left. And whenever he arrived at Barbara's place, Barbara, she came out fast. She practically was running to the car. And Deku, he drove Barbara to a very, very special airport. One where Deku, he already called and requested a flight. and him and Barbara, they got out of the city as they headed over to the Demon's base, or the League of Assassins headquarters. And Barbara, she was definitely surprised. I mean, out in the mountains, secluded, safe, and miles from Gotham, hundreds of miles. So there's that. And right now, Barbara, she actually felt a bit more secure. However, there was the greeting party. And Deku, whenever him and Barbara got out of the plane, there was where on the runway was Lady Shiva. There was Rose Wilson and Talia al Ghul. Deku's on again and off again crazy ex. Now, Deku, he actually walked directly up to everybody. Him bringing out his hand and shaking onto Ra's al Ghul's hand. Emily's going to turn and express to them about exactly why they're here and who this woman is right next to him. And Ra's al Ghul, he shook Barbara's hand and talked about it. He knew who she was because of her exploits in Gotham. He does have to say, she is very well trained. However, if she'd like to go through additional training then, she may do so here. However, Izuku, he does need to be made aware. If he is coming back to the base, then that does mean a number of things. They'll definitely need his help on different projects, if he's willing to help out, or if he's willing to contribute to their funds. And Barbara does hear Ra's al Ghul say it a certain way. Hurley's trying to turn and ask Izuku what the man means, and Deku stayed silent. He knew exactly what the man wanted. He wants Deku to go out and be another assassin. Kill again. Get back to training. And make sure he can keep him and Barbara afloat, especially if they're staying here. And Barbara, yeah. Whenever she basically heard that Deku was going to have to become a killer again, she was concerned. But Izuku made things quite clear. They'll be okay. And he even took Barbara to his room, where he unlocked the door and he opened it to find that it remained relatively untouched and clean. Now, Deku he walked over and sat down in his old bed. Him's not going to lay back and talk about it. The places bring back memories. The bed's still firm, the way he likes it. It's not soft, like her bed. And Barbara does going to walk over and lay down. Harley's going to talk about it. Her turning her head and looking at Izuku, commenting on how, yeah, honestly, this might take some getting used to, but is he sure he wants to be an assassin? I'm fine. Barbara, I killed scumbags, not good people. Izuku, you promised Bruce, and I know. The Red Hood won't kill. Izuku Midori will. That's how it is. But, yeah. So, about Talia and Rose. Yeah, that was a surprise. I didn't mean for it to be. Well, that's in the past, right? Technically, me and neither of them ever actually dated. It was just a unspoken thing. Sort of. Sometimes spoken and sometimes not. Most of the time not. With Talia or Rose? Rose is less intensity and crazy, I guess you could say. Yes, she can have her moments when she's jealous, but Talia, I mean, bat rule number 5. There's no bat rule number 5. Uh, there was before you came along. Ever heard the phrase, don't stick your dick in crazy? God damn it. Blame Bruce. He did it first. I'm sorry, first. Sorry. No, I'm trying to lighten the mood, Barb, and I know you're stressed out. You hardly slept on the plane. Yeah, listen, no, Barbara, listen to me. Get some rest, and if you feel like you're up to it, train a bit. I mean, I know I definitely got to look into a few things and, do that. I'm gonna go out and work off some steam, okay? Okay. Now, Deku's gonna leave. I'm gonna turn and walk away. And right now, Deku, he heads to the one place that feels like home. The armory. Now, Deku, he heads there with the intent to get some gear. And I mean gear. Now, Deku, he walked in. And whenever the person saw him, they actually somewhat commented on it. They still have a few of his old supplies. I mean, his old favorites. If he's willing to check them out, or even pay for them, he can take them. So there's that. He can keep a weapon, but he does have to pay the fine. Pay the fee? He does need to be aware. If he does check it out, bring it back in the same condition he found it in, because otherwise they'll take one of his fingers. And Deku doesn't comment on it. He's aware of the rules. If he can't pay for it, he loses a hand. If he hurts it or scratches it, he loses a finger. He gets it. He'll be gentle. And right now Deku, he brought his hand down. At least commenting on the rifle he does get to see. And the man goes to talk about it. He talks about how it's old school. It's definitely old world tech. It's simple, but it's got a hell of a good range. Also, the bullets, the rounds are 308. And, well, they don't come in magazines, they come on clips. So, there's definitely that. I mean, put a newer age scope on that thing, and extend the barrel a bit, and you got a pretty good rifle. Especially one for the modern age. You know, that's 2, 3 feet on the end. It really does make a difference. And Deku does a comment on it. I'm actually going to bring up the rifle and put it to his shoulder. He definitely likes this model. He actually likes the way it feels comfortable. I mean, 308 is a hefty round. It does have plenty of kickback, but if you're strong enough, you can handle it. Though if you're not, you might get knocked in your ass. And Deku, he currently does going to set down the rifle. Him putting it to the side, and at least going to comment on a few other things. Him picking out a few weapons, and even a few knives. And Deku, he basically walks away with a backpack full of toys. Imagine Deadpool carrying a sack of weapons over his shoulder. That's basically Deku right now. And right now, Deku, he is walking back to his room. He has outfits, he has gear, body armor, and weapons. And right now, he does need to pay off that debt at the armory. So, he has to find one of his old accounts and wire them money. So there's that. And Deku, as he is walking down the hallway, there actually is Talia al Ghul, who does currently go to lean off of the wall and start to make her way towards Deku. And Deku, he is sort of confused. As there is with Talia, there's a walk directly up towards him, and actually going to bring her hand up. Her going to block the pathway. And Deku does ask her, what does she want? I wish to speak privately. Talia, if this is a booty call, I'm not in the mood. Not that. Random hookup? No. Planned hookup? Not this time. It's not about hooking up. Okay, now that is concerning. I'm here to talk to you. Okay, about? I simply wish to know how you are, beloved. I wish to know exactly what's going through your mind right now. Anything in particular? Anything interesting or new? The only thing new is the fact that I want to turn the Joker's head into a cereal bowl and make sure I can watch Saturday morning cartoons with some really, really good cereal. if that's what you're wondering. Hmm, might I suggest some help? No, I see. You do not wish to be indebted to me. I don't. No. Is that not your intention? Not really? Talia, what's this for? I need to get back to my room. Besides, me and you, we, uh, we had our fun. Yes. Yes, we did, my beloved. Which is why I'd like to give you this. Her action to bring her hand out, grabbing onto her waist and going to pull up a knife. Her going to hand it to Deku. And Deku doesn't see it. This knife looks different. I'm going to reach out his hand and grab onto it. It looks older, more worn, and, well, it's an interesting piece. Why are you giving this to me? In due time. You'll understand soon enough. Well, I must, get going. I have some other affairs to attend to. We're going to turn and walk away. And Deku is a bit more surprised, as Deku is going to actually head back to his room. And he does going to set down the knife. Hemley is going to put down the bag of gear, and then going to walk over and lay down onto the bed. Him pulling off his shirt, and going to lay down in some sweatpants. And Deku, he does hear the shower running. He does have a lot of things go through his head. He does have a lot of things go through his mind. And right now, one of them is trying to deal with the Joker. I mean, impersonating Deadshot and saying that there's a contract, that's an option. Impersonating Deathstroke is an option, but he would definitely have his head taken. So there's that. Or he could just be a new assassin that popped up and kill the Joker. That's definitely an option. And Deku, he does currently still lay there. As someone, they currently go to bring their hands out. Them going to make their way up and into the blanket. And Deku, he goes from closing his eyes, trying to think about what to do, to go to someone open them. The shower turned off. And Barbara, he's fairly certain she is under the covers. So, trying to scare him, frighten him, or what? He's really not in the mood. Deku feeling a hand grab Doki onto his chest, as he actually is then going to hear Barbara. Her going to clear her throat, as Deku, he does lay there with something on his chest. Him actually turning his head and seeing... do you mind explaining what that is? Deku looking back. Okay. If I told you I didn't do anything, and I was just laying here trying to sleep, would you believe me? I would, but I'd also be more concerned about exactly what that is. They're going to bring his hand out. Him going to grab onto the blanket and actually going to pull it up. As right now, Deku, he does look up to see Rose. And she does actually still going to sit up and actually going to somewhat stretch, expressing. She heard of his return. It definitely is nice to see him again. However, she's here for her going to turn her head and seeing Barbara. I see. Well then, our chat will have to wait. Chat? Yes. I would like to chat in private. I thought we were. And apparently not. Her actually going to stand up. And Barbara doesn't talk about it. Excuse me, she's still here. Is she going to even say anything? Right now, Rose actually going to walk directly out of the door. And Deku, he goes to comment on it. Yeah, no, she's like crazy, but not Talia crazy, but that was due. Was it? I think so. It's been a minute since I've been here, and I know the last time me and her talked, oh shit. What type of oh shit is that? Is that good or bad? Because usually those are bad. No, no, it's I know me and her weren't serious, but we were still you know, involved. Yeah, that. Okay. Any more surprises? No. They're gonna turn. And right now he does gonna sit up. Him gonna reach his hand out and grabbing onto the bag. Before he at least is gonna turn his head and notice that there are two knives sitting on the nightstand. And Deku, he has to stare at both of them. One is fancy and well designed, elegant, and it looks expensive. The other one, it looks more used. It's definitely an older model. The steel looks to be better, sharper, cleaner, more precision to it, deadlier looking. And the best way of saying it, fashion isn't its functionality. It is made to be what it is, a knife to kill. And Neko's going to stare at the two different knives. He knows one was given to him by Talia, but the other one looks to be from Rose. And Neko's going to pull the bag over. Himley's going to pull out a few things. He's got swords, knives, axes, machetes, dull machetes. He's got guns. He's got crossbows. He's got grenades. He's got C4. He's got a rifle. And right now, Deku, he just pulls a Deadpool. Magic satchel. Now, Barbara's a bit more alarmed by what Deku does have. He practically pulls out two of every different type of weapon. He pulls out two different types of pistols, two different types of shotguns, two different types of rifles. However, those things, they are able to be collapsed. And Deku does even pull out a sniper rifle. One that was peeking its way out of the bag. And Deku, he straight out tells Barbara, yeah, the guy at the armory owed him a lot of things. However, he also does owe him quite a bit of money. So, he's gonna get on the job and pay the man back. So, there's that. He also does think that Barbara, she needs to properly understand how to use a weapon. You can't be serious. I am. It's definitely a priority and a concern. If you want to learn how to use a weapon, it doesn't have to be a gun. But I am telling you, these people will help you train if you let them. Try and act alone, and things might turn out bad. People, they don't like whenever people try and do things on their own. I learned that lesson the hard way. I also have a teacher here, Lady Shiva. She's actually wise. I suggest you talk to her. She definitely helped me through a lot. I'll keep that in mind. Also, I'll keep the door locked. Yeah, I don't think she's going to try that again. How do you know? Because, her and Talia tried that tactic on me once and I left. Okay. Well, anything else? No, that's about it. Now, Deku and Barbara, they do stay up. And Deku, he does gonna walk her through how to use some of these weapons. Barbara knows a lot. I mean, a battering is a lot like a knife, and that's already good for a basic training. Now, well, Deku and Barbara, they are alone, isolated, and away from everybody else. There currently is back in Gotham. The Joker has been heating up, doing a number of things, and there actually is his latest scheme, which it does have a few moving pieces. But one of those moving pieces is Joe Chilled being moved directly into a chemical bath and taking on the identity of the Joker. Now, Joker, yeah, he has a lot of plans. However, his plan right now is with that. But somebody else has a few things going on. Or, well, some people have a few things going on. As Reno do cut to Talia al Ghul, she returns back to her quarters. Her gonna close the door and turn around. As She'll just try to think about what to do, how to talk to Izuku, how to say it, how to express these emotions. I mean, she was content with being alone, content with not having him here, not having him around. But he might benefit from it, and she'll definitely benefit from it as well. I mean, he'd need him. He'd need to know him, need to learn from him. And Izuku? She's not too sure if he's ready. Izuku has a lot to do on his own path. He still has a lot to learn. And Talia's not too sure if he's ready for that. And that is her major concern right now. However, there actually is Rose. Rose does have similar concerns. She definitely knows that her father, he has been very helpful to not only her growth, but his. So, if she does get Deku involved, the two can grow powerful, strong, be unstoppable. And the best way of saying it, they'd be a tight knit little family. And things would definitely go very well. People would benefit. All parties involved. Now, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. And have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.